What's up, Amazon sellers? The Amazon Buybox is the holy grail for every single Amazon seller because it will give sellers more opportunities to make sales. Now, in this video today, I want to share with you what is the Amazon Buybox and some top tips on how to win it and help grow your Amazon business. So stay tuned. Right, if you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson, and I've been selling on Amazon now, doing online arbitrage for the last 5 years. Now, in the UK, I'm a 7-figure Amazon seller, check this out, and in the USA, I'm a 6-figure Amazon seller, check this out. Now, hopefully in the near future, I'm going to expand into another marketplace, and if you're interested in learning how I did it, what I'm doing, and what I'm learning on my journey, then do make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. It's just going to notify you when I release new videos. But hey, enough about me. What are we going to go through today? Well, first things first, number one, I'm going to talk about what is the actual Amazon Buybox. Number two, I'm going to share what is Buybox suppressed, and this is something you might hear about. Number three, I'm going to talk to you about some top tips on actually how to win that Buybox and what you need to consider. Let's get started. Okay guys, today I'm talking about how to win the Buybox. And the one thing I'll say is if you want to skip the entire video and get the cheat sheet, have a look down below. You can download a free PDF I created on how to win the Buybox with the most important categories. Check that out. I think you'll love it. Have a look at the links down below. First things first, what is the Amazon Buybox? Whenever you jump onto any single Amazon listing, this is when you get to an actual product, when you're about to buy. What you need to look at is on the right-hand side, you're going to see that beautiful box, which just says the buy now. Now, this is where, should we say, on the Amazon product page, it has, should we say, the Amazon seller feature of the product, and it has that button, like I said before, which says buy now. Now, when you click that to buy the product, what happens is that the Amazon seller's name who is featured underneath that will get the sale. Now, you might be asking, why are many Amazon sellers fighting over, should we say, the Amazon Buybox? Let me give you an example to explain this in a bit more detail, maybe if you're struggling. Let's say, for example, there are 20 sellers on a listing who are all trying to sell a jar of coffee. I love coffee. If you ever follow my videos, I think everyone else does love coffee. Now, when a customer comes in to buy the product, they're going to click that buy now button. Now, obviously there are 20 sellers, but only one seller is actually going to make the sale. Now, the question comes, who is actually going to make the sale when the customer clicks the buy now button? Basically, that is the Amazon seller who controls the Buybox, who is named on the Buybox underneath that buy now button. Now, controlling the Buybox is super important and super beneficial for Amazon sellers. And they say 85% of all sales on a listing for that one product go through that person who has a name on the Buybox. So if you control that for a day, you control 85% of those sales. Now, quite simply, being featured on the Buybox will give that seller the opportunity to have those 85% of the sales. Now, with this, it's going to give the seller more revenue, and obviously it's going to grow his business and they're going to make more profits. And that is why people are competing for the Buybox. Okay, so today I'm talking about winning the Buybox, getting control of the Buybox, and I want to know, what are you doing to win the Buybox? Let me know in the comments down below. Is it dropping price? Is it something else perhaps? Let me know in the comments down below. Okay, so this leads me next on to my second chapter. What is Buybox suppressed? Now, there are cases whereby there are products on Amazon which there is no Amazon seller listed under that Buybox, or should we say there is no Buybox. Now, this is called Buybox, or should we say a suppressed Buybox. Now, Amazon is what's known as suppressing the Buybox because Amazon think that the price currently being offered by the sellers on the listing is too high. Now, to show you this, let me jump on my screen and show you an example of what a Buybox suppressed listing looks like. Okay, so here we are just logged into, should we say, loaded up a product actually. And the one thing which you kind of look at is when you come in, this product here, it's got kind of different offers here, so you can see different types of variations. But the one thing when you look over to the right-hand side is it says see all buying options. There is no, should we say, buy box. There is no buy now item, and obviously no seller. So if we click on see all buying options, what's going to happen? It's going to load up, and you can see there are new listings. This guy is selling it for $64. New, and it's in Amazon.com, so they're using the FBA program, and you can click add to cart, but they are not showing up on this page. Why? Because Amazon thinks they are too expensive. Now, with this in mind, should we say Amazon is always looking at the price of the product and making sure it's competitive. But the other thing to really consider about, should we say, the Buybox is the fulfillment option as well. Amazon cares about the customer experience, and they're really interested in making sure the customer gets a good experience. And what does that mean? Well, not only are they getting a good price, but also as well, they're getting the product quickly. Now, generally speaking, well, you've got two real types of fulfillment. FBA, fulfillment by Amazon, i.e. from their warehouses, and FBM, fulfillment by merchant, from third-party sellers' warehouses. Now, the majority of the time, you're probably going to see if the price is the same, FBA sellers will probably win that buy box, since this is the most common type of shipping to get the product to the customer as quickly as possible through the Amazon logistics service. So just keep that in mind. Generally speaking, FBA wins most of the time the buy box. So a food for thought there. Okay, so today we're talking about how to win the buy box. And the one thing which I will say is winning the buy box generally comes down to price. The fulfillment option does make a difference, but price is the big driver. Now, how do you sell your product at a competitive price, which is what Amazon's looking for? Well, quite simply, you need to be buying it at a competitive price as well. What does that mean? You need to be finding leads which are a good price to buy low, obviously to resell high for a profit. That is what we're looking to do in our Amazon businesses. Now, quite simply, if you are looking for deals, leads to grow your Amazon business, to buy low, to resell high, look no further than FastTrackFBA Leads. This is a service I created whereby, quite simply, we've got teams in the UK and the USA looking for deals. They are finding all the deals and all the different suppliers which are working in my business as well. They're putting them onto our online platform. You come in, you buy tokens, you get to browse every single deal that we find, pick and choose the ones which are right for you, and when you found a deal that you like, you exchange those tokens for the deal, unlock the supplier URL and the Amazon ASIN, and obviously buy low to resell high on Amazon. Simple as that. Trust me, it's game changing. No one does anything like this, and it puts you back in control of choosing the deals that you want. That's going to really help your business. If you're interested and want to learn more, have a look at the link down below, FastTrackFBA Leads. Right, this leads me nicely on to my third chapter, some top tips for you on how to win the buy box. So first thing first, a little bit of a disclaimer. Now, the tips that I'm going to show you are based from my experience and other Amazon sellers' experience. Amazon doesn't disclose their algorithm on how they're giving the buy box, but we can kind of understand how it works. But this is not fact. It's based off what we're seeing. Just be aware of that. Now, the first things first, the most important factor for you is price. Now, price is going to have the biggest impact upon your position within, should we say, the sellers, and obviously the likelihood of winning that buy box. Out of all the people on the listing, generally, if you are the cheapest price, you should be winning that buy box. Now, to show you this, let me jump onto my screen now and give you an example of this on one of the listings we can see. Okay, so I've just jumped onto, should we say, Amazon right now, and we've got this product right here, this Lego Star Wars, and it's going for $79.99. You can see here, add to cart, and then you've got Amazon.com is where it's shipping from, and Amazon.com being sold by. So Amazon themselves are selling this. Now, if we have a quick scroll down, what we can see here is there are 9 sellers on this listing. It says new 9, and we're going to click on that. But if you remember, it's $79.99. So you can see up here, $79.99. And then if we have a quick look, next one is sorted by price. And then it says $109.99. So you've got $79.99 and one a bit more, quite a lot more expensive, and that winning the buy box. And you can see even here, just by the default sorting option as well, they're doing price plus delivery, low to high. So they're showing you that they really want to focus on that low price as the thing, and then delivery is a factor as well. But generally, price is what they're looking at. Now, basically, if your price is low, there is going to be a big chance that Amazon will give you the buy box to you, because Amazon focuses on a good selling experience for the customer. And a big part of that is by being able to offer low prices. So just keep that in mind. Now, the second thing that you want to consider is fulfillment options. This is quite simply whether you are doing FBA or FBM. Now, FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon, and this is whereby Amazon ships the products from its warehouses to the customer, whereas FBM is, should we say, Fulfillment by Merchant, which is when you ship the products from your warehouse to the customer. Now, always remember that Amazon prioritizes the quality of service for their customers, and with this, in particular, what they're focusing on is speed. Amazon understands customers want things today, if not tomorrow, as soon as possible. Now, with this in mind, Amazon prefers their own logistics because it can pretty much guarantee them that they can deliver a quality logistics service for their buyers and obviously get it in on time. Now, people like to use Amazon Logistics because it comes free as part of the Prime membership, and Amazon really understands this, and they prioritize FBA sellers because they can offer the free Prime shipping to the Amazon customers because they're in the FBA warehouse over FBM sellers because of that Prime membership. Now, with this in mind, FBA sellers generally have a greater chance of winning the buy box in comparison to FBM sellers. Now, the interesting thing to note for you is what I'll share with you is sometimes we've seen that an FBA seller can actually sell at a higher price in comparison to FBM seller and still win the buy box because of that shipping. What if you're an FBM seller? You might be asking the question, do you have a chance to win the buy box? Well, based on my observation information from other Amazon sellers and what we've seen as well, an FBM seller can still win the buy box versus an FBA seller, but it does have a few things you need to consider. Now, I'm going to break this answer into two parts. The first part is you are going to have to be cheaper than an FBA seller. How much? About 10%. Now, the second part is about your metrics and your account health and the way you're operating. And this is because Amazon wants to see that you're consistently giving a good service to its customers, and they're going to measure that through their metrics. So let's go through those metrics now, which are going to be really important for FBM sellers. Number one is going to be your perfect order percentage, or POP, and that is measured through by dividing your total number of orders by the number of perfect orders in the last 90 days. Now, it's highly unlikely you're going to have a 100% score, but Amazon wants you to maintain at least a 95% result as part of your baseline. So keep it above 95. Now, the second one is your shipping time. Now, this is how long it's going to take you to get your products from your warehouse to the customer. Now, again, Amazon wants the customer to get the product quickly. Now, basically, if you are shipping the products quickly to your customers, then Amazon will see that as you have good shipping and that's good shipping performance. And from this, obviously, they're going to feel confident that you're going to deliver a good customer experience. And obviously, you're going to have a much better chance of winning that buy box. So shipping time is super important. Now, the third thing to think about is order defect rate. Again, Amazon wants a good buying experience for their customers. And basically, if you have many problems with your products, when the customer orders them, it's going to reflect in what's known as your order defect rate. So this is going to alarm Amazon. They maybe can't trust you with its customers, and obviously you're not going to be able to give a good customer experience. So with this in mind, you want to keep a low order defect rate, and this is going to obviously increase your chances of winning a buy box. Now, if you want a full guide on how to win the buy box, then what I will say is you can download my guide down below for free. Just click at that link down below, and that's really going to help you out. Right, what I will say is winning the buy box is all part of selling on Amazon game, and one thing you need to make sure is to be able to stay winning in the Amazon game is maintaining good account health. Why? Because if you don't have good account health, you can't actually sell on Amazon, because Amazon will suspend your account, and it's not like you can have another one. Now, if you want to know how to maintain good account health, and what I'll do is I'll leave a video around here on what is Amazon account health and obviously how to maintain that to a high standard. Check that out. I think you're going to love it. Now, hopefully you've liked this video. If you have, give me a big thumbs up. And hey, if you want to see more videos like this, let's hit the subscribe button down below. But for myself, Thomas Parkinson, and FastTrackFBA, thank you very much.